Hey, Blama, how you doing? Glad to see you in the house. Committed member of Digital Growth Hacks Club. Hey, we're going to be starting here in the next couple of seconds. We're going to give people an opportunity to get into the room. All right, so going to be starting here soon. So just let me know in the chat. Let me know what you would be looking for in an agency tool, or is anybody interested in going into becoming an agency or already is an agency? Kind of let me know in the chat um, if this is going to be a different year for you or it's going to be an agency type of year for you. As people start to filter in, I do want to make sure that I do acknowledge my members who's been a day one since my community started. Lamar Sonor, he has been with me for some time here. So, all right. So, going to go ahead and start getting started. I want you to go ahead and put in the comments if um, you have an agency or you plan to start an agency this year, this upcoming year, and just give me an idea as people kind of filter in, and just let me know in the comments. Let me know where you're coming from, right? Where you located. Anybody located on the West Coast? Anybody up early today? Midwest? Don't forget to like this broadcast. That way we can get more traffic to it, get the channel growing, and I'm able to grow the channel and do a lot more things. As you notice, as the channel is growing, I'm starting to add more things to the actual programming. All right. Where are you guys from? Anybody? Go ahead and put it in the chat. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I want to talk about the software. I want to go ahead and get right into it. Try to wait around for people to filter in, but I'm sure they'll filter in. I don't want to waste any more time in doing that. All right, so the tool I have in front of you is a tool called Kriglu, right? And there's going to be a link in the description. I'll put the link up there, but this is a tool, this is an agency tool, right? And we're only going to be here about 20, 25 minutes. Um, just going to have a short discussion about it. Now, what I'm also going to put in the comments and the description, I've done maybe 3 videos on this last year when they first came to AppSumo. I did do this um, about a year ago, maybe about a year, almost a year and a half ago, and I did 3 videos, right? So what we're going to do is let me tell you what we're going to talk about here, and you guys let me know if you can't hear me or you can't see my screen or you can't see me doing anything on the screen. All right, so this is the agency dashboard, right? And so they have an agency model that's out right now. Um, let me I'll just try to block my email. People are going to be blowing me up. One of my email addresses, I got like 50 of them. So let me Give me 1 second here. All right. So, can you guys hear me? Let me know in the comments if you guys can hear me. Let me know if you guys can hear me. You guys let me know in the comment. Let me know if you guys can hear me. All right. So, all right. It appears as though you guys can actually. Has anybody said anything? Can you guys chat in the room? That way I'll know, because it feels like I'm on, but I'm not on. So I can't understand if nobody's saying anything. Can you guys say something in the chat? There's a couple people watching. Or just let me know if you can at least hear me. That's why I don't like going live. It's so difficult sometimes. Can you guys at least hear me? Okay, you can't hear me. All right. Whew, that was close. All right. So what I'm gonna do is let me share with you what's going on here. So this is Kriglu, and I do have, for my community here, I do have an exclusive discount. I don't have that many of them. That's the thing about it. But there was no other way I can get out the word as fast as I could without doing it with this YouTube live stream. So I don't have that many codes. I am going to drop the actual link in the actual. Don't go to the website yet. Just, if you want the discount, you're going to want to get this link first. But let me just show it to you really quick and what's going on here. So they do have an agency dashboard here, and what you're going to see here is you're going to see that from the agency, once you select your brand here of the actual account that you are managing, you're going to see everything related to that particular person's brand, right? You're going to see the paid impressions, paid visitor, organic, and so on and so forth. And the way they measure this is they do have a UTM code that you can actually create here in the tool. I think a lot of companies do charge to create a UTM, but you can create your own UTM charge, your own UTM link right here inside the program. And they also have their own customized pixel as well to go on some of your websites and or some of your landing pages that you're trying to measure. Now, once you load up your brands, the brands uh, integrations here, whether they integrate with Facebook, Google, what you can do is once you put that pixel in, it's going to track all these different things for you. And this is just one particular brand that you're actually looking at. This is a lot of demo data. Wanted to see how it feels out. But they're going to talk about your bounces here. These are the people who's exited your browser, and these are the people who actually had events here. And it's going to be a measurement here, and you're going to set up your goals here. What are we trying to accomplish, right? And so this is kind of what this does. Now, what you need to understand is when you're building, and again, I'm going to put some links in the description of a detailed walkthrough that I did on this tool about a year ago. What I wanted to focus this little short presentation on is their new agency piece, and it makes it so much easier for agencies. Or you can actually scale into an agency. You can start managing your own ads, and then once you become very good at it, then you can scale. Kriglu allows you the opportunity to scale into your own agency. I think their first agency plan is at 20, and then I think it goes to 50, and then it goes higher than that. So you can actually scale up to that. But I just wanted to show you some other small pieces here. These are micro conversions that, even using the UTM or their pixel, you can actually see if people actually submitted a form or if they added to cart or anything like that, or whether any purchases made, right? So that's the first piece of this, right? And so what I also want to show, and this can be customized for a certain date range and so on and so forth. So I'm just looking at one brand, and I'm going to show you what an actual brand is here in a minute, but I just wanted to show you some other pieces of this puzzle as well. All right. So what you also have here is, I'm looking at the same brand here, and I'm looking at the traffic of this brand. And this is a summarized, this is aggregate here for everything. How many new subscribers you got, how many comments, how many likes, how many views, right? and this is the aggregate here at the top of these four channels that your four social channels, your IG, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, and your Facebook, right? So those are the four channels. They're aggregate there, but then here is a breakdown of the actual activity on each particular channel. You had 24 likes here on Facebook, you 28 on LinkedIn, 41 on YouTube, 418 on Instagram. So it just kind of gives you, like I said, it gives you an aggregate there. You can actually change this view and go a little bit more granular if you wanted to, and it'll kind of tell you some of the things that you were able to do. You might want to go here. You might say, hey, what video was that I actually that's getting the most views? And you just click on it and you'll see it there. Or you can just go here and say, what was that I did here? And you can actually play and just, oh, this is why it had so many links and so on and so forth. So these are the things that you could actually do for your particular channel, right? And so what else I want? Oh, one other feature I wanted to show you. And one of the biggest challenges when you go, I keep looking down because I'm trying talking to my mic. I keep forgetting you guys can actually see me. So I apologize for that. I don't like doing live. I'm trying to get used to them because I love giving you guys real up to date information, right? So one of the things that people struggle with, right? One of the things people struggle with is um, they need an opportunity for you to take over their accounts, right? So a person says, hey, I need you to set up my ad accounts, take over my accounts, right? And the biggest challenge has been, hey, send me your password so I can log in as you, or so I could get access to your account. Well, what Kriglu went ahead and decided to do, and again, I'm going to give you links to all of this if you want to get the links to the Kriglu special code that I have. I only have a limited amount. So you guys even being here, you're going to have first access to that. Here's the beauty of that. The code that I have access to is going to give you a 14-day trial, right? And so you can test it out. It's going to give you a 14-day free trial, no credit card needed. And if you decide to move forward, you're going to get the actual 15% discount for life on the plan that you've actually selected. So you don't want to start going there yet. I'm going to give you the code at the end. I'm going to put it in the description. But if you guys are already here, you guys are already going to be in the know, and you're going to get first access to it because I don't even have that many. When I went to the founder, I says, hey, can I get some for my community? He says, yeah, I'll grant you a certain amount. So I said, all right, I'll put it out there. Whoever gets it, gets it. Whoever doesn't, right? So if you guys go ahead and don't forget to like this channel, but let me like the channel and or like this actual stream, right? And I'm just getting warmed up. It's kind of hard to do here on the West Coast. It's super early here. So one other thing, and I want to get back to this point where you have this challenge when you're trying to get people to take over their accounts. Let me see your account. Give me authorization. Kriglu has a one-click button setup that you're able to do that with. You're able to when you set up their accounts, you're able to let me prep this for you as I get over here for you. So what you're able to do is you're able to, once you set up that brand, they're going to tell you what access they want you to get access to. I want you to get access to my YouTube, my Facebook, and my LinkedIn, right? All right. So what you have to then do is, let me try to get to that screen. Let me get over to that particular screen. And so what they actually did, I liked it. It's very genuine in what they created. What they actually did create is they created an opportunity, and let me pull this screen up. Let me see if I can get it here. All right. So this is the screen that I wanted to pull up to let you take a look at. So what you do is you actually go here and you add them. This is my agency client. So I'm adding a new agency client, right? Adding a new agency client. And I'm going to put the client in here. The client name is John. I don't know. I'm trying to John Johnson. We'll just call him John Johnson. Sorry about that. We'll call him John Johnson, right? And we'll put in his email, John. I'm gonna just put it here, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like on the other end. John at Rocket, right? .com, right? Whatever, right? That's just an email. I'm just putting in a fake email so that you would actually see what happens. And I'm going to show you what that actual window looks like when we get to it. And so what you do is you put in the client info, and then it's going to ask you for integrations here, client integration, right? And then you start setting up their brand once they approve that, right? So this is your process. He says, hey, once you get off the phone, and says, hey, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to send over, once you sign the contract, I'm going to send over a link. It's going to come through, and it's going to ask you to give me authorization. Coming from London. Hello, building agency. This is helpful. Thank you. All right. So thanks for stopping in, Zenfinity. All right. So what you do is you get the John at Rocket, you put that in there. Then you go and you says, all right, so what I want to happen next is, so it's going to take some time. It's kind of configuring a little bit, right? And so what happens here, what's going to happen here, it's going to take you to a client integration page, and it's going to say, hey, what levels do you want them to give? What authorizations do you want them to have, right? And what if they have existing accounts, they'll be there. But if they don't, I want to grant them access, right? And then here you can kind of see what access do I want them to have? Do I want them to have this one? Do I want them to get this? Do I want them to get Facebook? Do I want them to have access to my Google accounts, and so on and so forth, right? And then you're going to hit next, right? So here's what happens when you hit next, right? So what happens when you hit next? This is what's going to happen. It's going to take you to, they're going to get this email on their side, right? They're going to get this email on their side, and it's going to say connect ad accounts, right? So it may be 3 accounts that you gave them access to. You may have 2 Facebook pages, right? You may have 2 Facebook pages. You want them to get grant access to both of those. You'll get both of those pages, right? And whatever you give them access to, they'll be able to connect, and they can get access to here. Now, the client needs to know, you need to let them know, you can revoke the access at any time, right? You can go in and revoke the access. If you no longer want me to have access, that's different from them giving you your password and all that, because we all know some marriages with agencies don't work out as well as sometimes we plan them to. So they can always just revoke the access. So you need to let them know that that can happen. So this is the actual email that you would get, right? Is requesting access to your ad accounts for running ads. You can have an additional message here. I put this in here. I need to get access when you have a moment, right? So this is coming from me as the agency. Hey, when you get a chance, go ahead and approve these, and I can go ahead and get started on running your ads for you, right? And so that's something that you can do. You can just add an additional message there, and it'll send it over, right? So that's what happens there. Now, let's take a look at the actual concept of what an actual brand is, as we kind of bring this to a close, right? So what I want you to understand is if you set up an agency account with this, and it's very affordable, right? Let's take a look. Well, we'll come back to that. So this is your agent. This is their agency model. The way it works is you as an agency. This is you, Jenny Digital Agency or Acme Digital Agency here. And what I have is I have 3 clients, right? I can have 5 clients and just give 5 clients. I can manage one brand for each. So let's say I actually bought their mid-level. I bought their mid-level package, right? Let's say I bought their mid-level package. Let's take a look at it here. Let's say I bought the tier 3, which gives me 20 brands here. Now, you're going to get a 15% discount lifetime. Once you go there and you're going to click on the 14-day trial, you're going to get a free 14-day trial. You don't know them. You still want to test it out. you're going to get that here. And I'm just showing you the prices. So it's going to be a discount on that. But let's say you have 20 brands here, right? So, um, so what you're going to do is you are going to, each person has a brand. You have Sam's Cafe, John's Gym Workout, and you have Tabitha's Makeup, right? Under Tabitha's Makeup, she may have 7 brands, right? She may have 7 brands, right? Under John's Gym Workout, he may have 1 brand, and then Sam's Cafe, they may have a dine-in brand, and they may have a catering brand, right? They call their catering Sam's Solutional Eating, right? That's a whole other brand that they're marketing for, and this one just might be Sam's Cafe. So they're trying to market these 2 different brands. So that counts as 2. So these particular brands here, you have 10 brands, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 10 brands counting against your 20 brand allocation and or quota, right? So that's how that works. Even though I only have 3 clients, I'm managing 10 brands. A good way to actually utilize this is to charge people by the brands, right? You charge them by the brands. That way you'll know how much you're making. If you have 20 brand seats, right? If you charge 1,000 per brand to manage a brand. Now, let me give you an example. Sam's Cafe may have he may have a YouTube channel, Instagram channel, Facebook channel, and a LinkedIn channel as well. But they're all one brand. Well, I can manage all 5 of those channels under Sam's under his one brand. So I just need you to understand that. So you can, so if I were you, the way I would kind of manage is I would say, hey, I sell them by the brands. So again, going back using the $1,000 a brand method, that's 20 grand you could actually make a month, right? Less your expenses, of course. But if you ran 20 brands, if you ran 20 brands at $1,000 a piece, that's 20,000. And then you can go up to 50 brands. And then I think they go up higher than that. And then they'll talk about that. They will do some customization for you. Now, once you get to 20 brands and above, they if you can reach out to them and they will do some white labeling for you for an additional cost. Not too much, but they will do that. If the larger your brand is, the more of the break you're going to get, or the more of the seats you buy, the more of the break. Obviously, they're going to work on you to get you fully white label. So again, yeah, now it comes as the Kriglu brand. This is, hey, I'm going to be managing you. So the way you handle this with your client is, hey, I'm going to be managing your platforms and your ads with a platform that I use called Kriglu, right? You're going to do that. But once you move into 30, 40, 50 brands, then you can actually just use it your own software and white label it. So I think that is an option as well. So let's talk about, let me show you the pricing really quick. Now you're going to get a link for all of these. So let me start putting some links in there so that you'll be able to get as we kind of wrap up here. Now, there are I'm going to put some links in there to some past Kriglu fully detailed walkthroughs that I have done, right? There is a getting started one that I did with them a year ago. I actually put in some competition. I did some verses with them as well. So don't go to these links yet. Just come them back later as we kind of close out, and I want to be able to answer your questions. So there are some links that I put in there. That's a getting started. Make sure you do like and this subscription, right? And also wanted you guys to know I would not be remiss if I didn't have you. If you want to get some quick snack hacks, that's where I give out some different tools and tips. I'm going to show you another way how to deploy this. I'm going to only just use that on the snack hacks. The snack hacks are only about 3 to 5 minutes long, but I'm giving you short bursts. They're not video, they're audio on how to use some of these tools, and then how to go into the back door and look at some other things that you can do with that. The things that I'm not giving out to the masses, I'm saving for the super exclusive. I am sharing it there on the snack hacks. Right now, I do have some insights to what's going to probably happen for some of the The Thanksgiving Black Friday deals that are coming up. I'm going to be listing a lot of those there on the Snack Hacks. So if you want to pick that up and you want to link that, there's a link in the description there for that. So let's look at the pricing here. And again, yeah, Radius. So yeah, the Snack Hack. I'm telling you, the Snack Hacks, they're small bursts, right? You can download the app. You can just listen to them, and I will be doing Snack Hacks. I've already done several already. There's some other ways I showed people how to make 180,000 on one of them, but I only shared it on the Snack Hacks. All right, so let's look at the pricing here, right? So this is their pricing here. You can see they have a tier 2 that has 5 brands you can manage. And you actually do get an agency client management. You do actually get that. So if you wanted to start an agency this year, you can start small with the $49 plan. You can start with the $49 plan, but you're going to get that 15% discount by just looking at this video, and hopefully that you take advantage of the discount that is going to be given to you. Again, I don't have that many of them. It's not about this, hey, last chance or whatever. I'm just letting you know. When I went to the founders and said, hey, listen, I need something for my community, right? And it's like, all right, we're going to give you a few of them. I was like, all right, cool. So I'm going to put that link in there. I'm saving it because I don't want people to just use it and then you take it up from other people. But what's going to happen is when you go there, if you go there now, it's not going to work. You're not going to be able to get it. And it's only going to work once I give you the link. Once I give you the link, you're going to click on the 14-day free trial. You're going to click on the 14-day free trial, no credit card, nothing asked. You're going to test it out. If you like it and you do decide to move forward, it's then going to activate and you're going to get your 15% discount based off of this, off of the link that I give you. So that's for that. If you want to start going to full-blown agency, you really want to start moving into an agency and you want to scale, you would probably want to start here and say, hey, I do plan to become an agency, or I am already an agency this year, but I want to get more clients. I guarantee you're going to get more clients, right? Definitely if you're going to get more clients this year, no one has this in their actual business. No one has this where an email shows up on one click. You can get access to all of their ads campaigns. No one else has that. And let me give you one other thing for what also Kriglu is able to do as we kind of wrap up here. Right. As we kind of wrap up here, I'm going to share this with you. Let me get back there as I get, let me see. So one other thing you can do is you can actually, where'd it go? All right. So you can actually, this does, if you're going to, once you get into it, and I think some of the videos that I put in there, you're going to get into the point where you can actually go in and let me go back here. Let me show you. Stand by. All right. As we kind of wrap up, and I just wanted to give you guys this, and then I'm going to give you the actual, I am going to give you the actual playbook here. All right. So I wanted to get back to this screen, right? And so what you can do here is you can actually go ahead, and when you're setting up, you can publish posts from here, right? I think I did some videos on that. You can actually publish the post, right? And it'll show you how it actually looks. You can actually publish the post and then launch from here. One of the things that it does is if a person has if they're running YouTube ads and they're running Facebook ads and LinkedIn ads, and it's, hey, I'm gonna give you $1,000 budget. If you're using this to have it automatically manage some of the spending for you, you can actually use Kriglu will actually do the aggregate spending for you, and it will shift depending on where the most traffic is coming and where you're being most effective. If your goal is to get more clicks, then it will shift to the ad that is getting more clicks, and it'll aggregate. If it's $1,000 a month, it'll shift some of the spending over there. So it does an aggregation of all 3 social channels, and it gives you the best utilization for that. You don't even have, you can kind of set it and forget it if you do it on automatic. But if you needed to have more control and you have your own methodology, then you can set up your ad using the manual setup. And again, I'll put some links in there for that so that you guys can take advantage of that. So let me get back on screen. Let me give you some final thoughts here, and then I'll try to take some questions if I can answer them as we kind of close and kind of wrap this up. I like to thank you guys for attending and just checking this out. I am going to be doing a Thanksgiving pre-Black Friday, November 19th, live on all the AppSumo tools that are coming. I even got wind of some special new ones coming. You definitely want to tune in. I've already figured out how to make money from at least 3 of them already. So you definitely don't want to miss that. You should be able to see a link in our live panel there. All right. So I know what everybody's been wanting for, and I want to know if there's any questions. Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions before I give the link? Because I don't know. You only gave me a few of them. So let me see what we got here. Let me get to the links. All right. So you guys stand by. Is anybody interested in it, first of all? Because I can probably just say these and just put them on, save and just put them in my community and just let those people have at it. Does anybody even let me know in the comments if you're even interested before I put out this special secret link? Is anybody interested? Let me know in the comments. Anybody like what it's showing? Is it a lifetime deal? So the explanation of the lifetime deal is it's a lifetime discount is what it is, right? They're no longer doing any full lifetime deals anymore. They did that about a year ago. Now they're giving you a lifetime discount off some of their best packages, right? So it is a lifetime discount. So special discount they put together from my community. It's a 15% discount lifetime off of any one of their plans, right? Does that answer your questions, Affinity? Hopefully that answers your question. Does that answer your questions, Affinity? I want to make sure. All right. I think she said she was curious. All right. So let me put in the link. And like I said, I want to thank you guys for coming out. So that answers the question. So let me just tell you for the last time, and I like to thank my members, my special Hack Pack members that showed up, right? A lot of my members only, Mark Rodriguez, Blamore, he showed up. These are members of my community. And thanks to them, they're kind of helping me grow, right? Because they believe in the vision, and then you guys are getting in on that as well. Again, I mean, I think it's 99 cents just to become a member. It's not that much. But if you want to get those snack hacks, you can get those as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put this in the I'm going to put the discount code in. I think that's it. Did I put it in? So that's the discount code, right? So if you click on that, do the 14-day trial, it's going to give you a 15% discount lifetime, right? If you ever cancel it, you're going to lose your discount, right? But that was the best we can do. They're growing. They're doing different things. I begged them, I said, man, give me something for my community. He says, all right, actually, I don't even know how many you gave me, but you guys have them. So by the time this catches on and other people see the live stream, they may still be there. They may not be there, but I like to thank you guys for joining in, being some first adopters, getting in on it. If you guys have any questions that I can answer for you, any questions, right? If no more further questions, I'd like to thank you guys for joining in for this special agency deal. I got a couple of more videos I want to put out. There are some members only videos that I'm putting out. There are some things that I'm sharing on the Snack Hacks Lite, right? As well. I don't see the discount. You're not going to see the discount. So that's a great question, Mark Rodriguez. And I think I went over this a little bit early. So Mark Rodriguez, faithful member of my Greg Hack. He's a faithful community member of the Digital Growth Hacks Club. So let me tell you how it's going to work. So you just know you're not going to see the discount, but what you're also not going to see is you're not going to see a credit card It's not going to ask you for a credit card either, right? You're going to sign up. You're going to use my link. You're going to sign up for the 14-day trial. When your 14-day trial is up, it's going to ask you, how do you want to pay? Do you want to continue? At that particular time, it's going to give you the discount, right? It's going to give you the discount at that particular time, right? Because when I went and asked him, I said, hey, I need something for my people. He says, all right, what you're trying to do is going to take some time for us to program on the back end, but we're going to give you the code that you can actually use the discount now. So on that, you're not going to see that, but you're not going to see a credit card either, right? So you didn't see that. So you're not going to see, you just sign up, put your first, last name in, use your email. You're going to sign up, 14-day trial. If I were you, I would try it out for 14 days, run a little simple ad or run something and just try to see, and then utilize some of the videos. If you come to my channel and you type in Craig Liu, you're going to actually see, I did about 4 or 5 videos. I even met with the founder. You're going to see 4 or 5 videos that I've done on it in the past, right? And you're going to see if you need some navigation or anything like that. So hopefully that answers your questions. Did that answer your questions, Mr. Mark Rodriguez? Anybody else have anything? Zenfinity, are you good? You trying to take over the world, becoming an agency? All right. There's something to be said about becoming a small agency and scaling to a larger agency. So as we're just kind of hanging out here, you guys are here with me. There's some clients you want as agency clients, and then there's some clients you don't want as agency clients. So if you're new to being an agency, trust me, I can give you a lot of insights on being an agency, and it's easy to scale an agency, right? It's easy to scale an agency once you become an agency. I think this is a perfect tool to become an agency, because even if you start with the 5 brands, even if you start with the 5 brands, you can probably just scale. You may just have one and says, hey, I'll manage your accounts, or you manage your own. Then once you get good at it, then you pick up one more client there. If we decide to scale up with the discount follow, as far as I know, now, when I spoke to the founder, as far as I know, if you want to scale up, if you got in on this original deal, and if you want to scale up to a full agency, as far as I know, this lifetime discount will still apply. Right. And what that leads me to believe is he didn't give me that many codes so he can be able to track. Right. So if you scale up or if you have any problems, reach out to me. I'll reach out to the founder. But that's what he told me. Right. But again, I don't have that many. Right. And so he's going to know who wants to scale. And I asked him to do something special for me. This is what he's going to do. Right. You're going to get this 15%. Right. You're going to get the 15% discount if you scale. If you go from the small to the medium to the large, I think they can discuss it at a larger scale. I don't know how that would work, but I think they definitely said they're going to do something. They're going to work. So you guys are part of my community. Tell them you know Jenny. Maybe I'll do something extra for you. All right. So Integrity, thank you. Thank you for being a member of the Digital Growth Hacks Club. I really do appreciate that. I want to give all my shout outs to Blamore, Mark Rodriguez, Integrity. Thank you guys for being members here. Don't forget the snack hacks. Hey, you guys have been great. Hey, don't forget to like this up. Any more comments before I sign off? It is super early here on the West Coast, but I do that so I can kind of meet the Midwest and the West, and the East, and then get some of the overseas people as well. That's the best time that I can be. I have to be up because we're the last on the coast here. So nothing else. All right, you guys have been great. Don't forget it. The 19th, I'm going to be dropping something. I may be on for like 2 hours, but I'm going to be going through all the different tools that they have available for Black Friday on that day for AppSumo. You guys have been great. You guys take care. Goodbye for now.